Martin, a thrill to finally meet you after many years of watching you. We've just seen this lovely scene in your new play, but he doesn't seem a likeable character, Frank. I mean, is it me, or is he kind of like you thinking, poor Jenny Seagrove, what are you doing to this poor woman?
Right, so now we know whose side you're on. Yeah, he's a very uncomfortable character, but then he's an alcoholic. He's a once great actor who's failed. He's failed because of the alcohol, and the alcohol has made it worse. So the scene that you saw is right after the young director has offered him a chance of redemption, but he's so dispirited and lacking in confidence that he doesn't feel that he can do it.
But not to give too much away about the play, you kind of get the impression that, even in that small scene, that his ego is thrilled, but he's worried about whether, you know, the wife seems to be quite strong in taking over, but really you get the impression that he would like to say yes.
Yeah.
Am I going down the right path?
Yeah, he would like to say yes, but he doesn't have enough confidence and enough spine to do it on his own and say, great, I'm going to do the job. He needs her approval. Constantly he's seeking her approval. And also she's worn down and exhausted by him.
Yeah. Now, this play, a particular favourite of yours because you're going sort of back in time. And when you were playing the young boy in this, because you still look lovely, but when you're playing the young boy in this, did you know, it must be strange because obviously you know that part so well as well now. But does it seem that long ago, shall we say?
No, it doesn't seem like 27 years, but it is 27 years insofar as I can't remember enough about it. I mean, it is an understandable question to ask, and it is a very interesting point of view and something to want to know about. But from my perspective, it's immaterial, you know, because I can't remember what it was like. And even if it was only a month ago, I would be playing a different character and seeing it through different eyes and through the filter of somebody else's experience and somebody else's pain. And so it doesn't really figure at all.
When I was looking through your CV, which is extensive, obviously, and I've seen you many times on stage, I couldn't believe how much you've done. Not because of, you know, but because of you looking at, oh, I remember that, I remember the Chief, and, you know, all this sort of stuff. You know, when you were starting out, did you think you would be successful? Or did you kind of think, if I could just keep getting the next job? You know, like a lot of actors, you're
still
like,
the same.
No,
absolutely. I mean, I think it's pretty much the same for all of us. You just think, I hope I'll get the next job.
Yeah.
Until you get to that sort of Tom Cruise thing where you finance your own stuff, then you're just a jobbing actor waiting for the next offer.
And you are thrilling us at the moment on screen in George Gently, which I love. And I was just saying to Jenny that I think you act differently. You know, I'm sure actors, because of the clothing, it gives you a certain stance, doesn't it? People dressed well, their manners were better, the way you treated individuals, you know, like he's a nice guy in a way, even though he's a copper, you know, so you're thinking, you know.
See what you think about the police.
No, but you know, you come over now, it would be different. Do you, when you're doing that, making that particular TV show, is it an interesting thing looking back, you know, yourself at the way people lived at that period and the way he would have been treated?
Yeah, I mean, there's very little PC. I mean, PC, nobody knew what PC meant in those days, apart from police constable.
Yeah.
It didn't mean personal computer or political correctness. A friend of mine is a High Court judge, and he watches it, and he's very amused at the way we just ride roughshod over the Criminal Justice Act, which I think was 1984. Might be wrong about that. But, you know, given that we're set in 1966, the police didn't have those sort of constraints.
Yeah. Finally, because I know you're busy, we're coming to see the play, but how would you say that we will finally like Frank? Will we like him, or will we be divided as an audience? Because I'm still with Jenny, but...
Of course, I mean, it wouldn't be. I think you'll be divided, yes. But overall, it's a play of redemption. All three characters, in one way or another, redeem themselves. And it might not necessarily be after the curtain's down, the happiest ending. But it does reach a firm conclusion, and each of them comes through their own particular catharsis. And I think for Frank, it's good because he gets back to where he was. He's a success on the stage, and he beats the alcoholism. Till that point, we don't know where he goes from there.
And I think that's what's fascinating, because you're thinking, does he survive it? And
that we will never know. That's after the curtain comes down.
Martin Shaw, it's been a real thrill to finally meet you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care.